This is actually what Miami wanted to do with the driver walkouts, but they weren't allowed. F1 thought, no, that's a step too far. Oh my god. He's ready. Oh, okay. That's, yeah, you know what? Yeah, the Americans would love that. Miami would have loved that. The Miami GP, let's be real, was just one big fever dream. I mean, we don't even need the subreddit or any subreddits to make memes out of it because it was a meme itself. Just look at some of the highlights. None of this is edited. This is all just actual content, IRL, coming out of that Miami Grand Prix weekend. James Corden, he did a piece with McLaren. They look like they're ready to end themselves. Lando, mate, I feel so sorry for that. There's another photo where they're walking through the paddock and he literally looks like he's got clinical depression from whatever piece and whatever stuff James Corden made him do that whole weekend. Some questionable outfits there for the McLaren boys behind James Corden. The fake Miami and Craig Slater swimming on it and doing the backstroke on it. It's just too good. And it carries on. Francis Bourgeois from TikTok, the train guy from TikTok, was there. We had mermaids for some reason in the pool, which was an actual pool. Vettel put underwear over himself to make a point about the FIA thing. Lewis wore 3 watches in every single piece of jewelry to stick it to the man, but that was just hilarious as well with his funky rear wing from Mercedes. And yeah, that was my TikTok highlights of the fever dream of Miami. But let's get into the meme review. What are you guys making of it? But that's what I made of it. I just thought, I mean, the Miami Grand Prix itself was just crazy. Can't believe it didn't cry at the Titanic. Did men even have feelings? The boys, this is when they cried. Schumacher. Oh, Mick hitting Vettel. You felt it in your chest there. You felt it in your chest. And Mick looks so upset in the post-race pen afterwards, like gutted that, that he'd hit Seb and taken that. Obviously, they're kind of like a father-son sort of esque relationship. Oh, sad times. Yeah, I had to hold back. I was in a pub watching the F1. I had to hold back, nearly shed a tear then. And the Mercedes admin shoots and he scores with this one. Lando's helmet. I mean, even Corden did some memeing with this one, but this is a good edit. All the edits have been great because the helmet itself is just class. But yeah, good stuff there from the Merc admin. If they did indeed do that, I didn't even see that on Twitter on the weekend, I must admit, but good stuff from them if they actually did that. So I created Max Verstappen in WWE 2K. Ain't bad, ain't the best. Lols. What the... Verstappen in the WWE game. You know what this is? You know what this is? This is actually what Miami wanted to do with the driver walkouts, but they weren't allowed. F1 thought, no, that's a step too far. Oh my god. He's ready. Oh, okay. That's, yeah, you know what? Yeah, the Americans would love that. Miami would have loved that. I think he's even got the... Wait, hang on. I didn't have the volume up. I think he's got Supermax on. Yeah, he's got Supermax on in the background. That's a great edit. This is a stonking video. That is so jokes. That's class. That's class. That wins the fake award of the day, I think, already. That is sensational. Tell me you're a Ferrari fan without saying you're a Ferrari fan. This guy was in the paddock as well. This is this is in the paddock area. And he's worn a Pope outfit, decked out with Carlos and with Charles and Sainz, Leclerc and Sainz. His name on either side. He's got... He's got a back half as well. This is outstanding. And the hat as well. This is outstanding. At this rate, I don't even know what to put on the thumbnail for this. This is incredible. McLaren and Miami, other teams. McLaren did go all out. They did some nice stuff with the marketing. To be fair, that actually is more Mercedes, to be fair, with the funky rear wing and the deflectors on the tyres. But McLaren, obviously, they did that Rocket League Miami livery. They did a speed shot on the beach, although Mercedes did one as well with actual car on. So this is good. I thought Mercedes would have taken this title, though, I think. Sebastian Ocon, huh? Well, you know what? He did channel his inner Seb from 2012 from the very back with a new spare chassis because his old one got cracked in that crash he had. So he had to use a spare chassis. He was able to get points from there. So he did channel a bit of his Seb 2012, that Abu Dhabi comeback from pit lane to podium. Not as great of an achievement, but still an Alpine in a very close field. Very much an achievement, especially also with the spare chassis, which you never know could be slightly different in a few subtle ways. So yeah, Sebastian Ocon, bring it on. I mean, he won a race last season. It's all coming together. Every masterpiece has its cheap copy. This is what I thought it looked like. It was literally, it reminded me of this Stroll Latifi one. It was just so odd. Like, you know, just not a lot of visibility seen from maybe either side. But I think Pierre ultimately maybe just completely didn't know he was on the left-hand side. Sebastian Vettel, also known as Captain Underpants. That's a good one. I've not seen anyone make that joke. That's a classic. I used to read that as a kid. That's a real throwback. Captain Underpants indeed. Martin Brundle, Miami, fighting through the hordes of celebrities and TikTokers who have never watched a motor race in their life. Through the light maze indeed. Oh, Martin, absolute treasure of Formula One, just fumbling through. It's a few awkward and iconic moments in that grid war. I love it. I mean, it is a bit awkward at the time, but it's also funny in a way. This was it. This was it. This was the face I was on about at the very start of the video. This was it. The look of anyone forced to be around James Corden. Oh, God, he looks so dead in the eyes. He's had like a whole day already of being around him and doing whatever the hell he's doing with this piece for the Late Late Show. And he's had enough. He's switched off. His social battery is zilch. We got to remove that chip. Well, is this about Bottas going wide? Yeah.
For Bottas to move. But Bottas left the team.
Still. Oh, story time.
Back in 2017, I planted a chip in Walter.
The storytelling on here. Wowzers.
To be the ultimate thing. It only failed once.
This is great. What storytelling this is. This is amazing.
It's James.
It haunts him. The PTSD. It flows through his blood, his brains, and activates. Done. And he's going to go wide.
My lord.
Ah, this was so... he was doing... he was going to get P5. This is so gutting. He actually apparently was watching this battle. And that's what caused that little incident. So, even when he's left Alpha, like, even away from this joke, the Mercedes are affecting him because he was watching the back. Just look at your own brake zone, my man. Checo losing power. You just lost the toe. Really? Me as an American watching police escorts and football helmets, I've had enough. Even the Americans knew that was a bit overboard, a bit like, okay, come on now. Now this looks like that WWE clip. Sainz hitting the... Oh, this was so painful. Sainz hit his head so hard on that. He clattered it. Oh, I'm not going to show the other bit in case YouTube doesn't like it, but there's literally blood pouring down his head. Like, he hit it so hard, man. That is just... Maybe he was still a bit concussed. I don't know. Seb, no.
Sebastian, it looks like the pace of the car continually improves weekend in, weekend out. Is it frustrating that you didn't get it all together today?
Yeah, a little bit, but the race is tomorrow.
It wasn't tame. I was not expecting that. That was the last thing I expected. French F1 driver Gasly and his Japanese son in Miami. Why is he? He's such a cheery lad, man. And I rate, he's got the Jordans on, all right? We've got to rate that. Trying to figure out whether Albon is out driving the car. Williams is a midfield team and Latifi's just rubbish. Nah, I think legit Albon actually outdrives the car really well in the race. And I think actually he's doing a great job in the races because clearly in quali, the Williams actually just isn't there. And it's not quick enough. But then in a race scenario, clever strategies, really good on the tyres and just doing a consistent job, I think, for Albon. I think we should be applauding him. He's doing a stunning job. And the red hair dye worked. He said that the red hair dye was fading because he dyed it at Australia red and he got points. Then it faded for Imola and he got P11. So he dyed it back to get more points. So I was actually saying to someone that if he dyed it really bright red, bright pink, think solid does that mean a podium? 1000 IQ, every strategist ever. Russell predicting his pit stop to be caused by a safety. Mate, he went for a gamble. He thought with his head a bit, and it worked out so well. Yeah, I mean, literally, a biblical strategy plays. You all know this story by now. Oh my god. An edit on a ridiculous bit. Oh wow, what an edit. He's out. Dunzo. I wasn't expecting that. Was good. Monaco, the wish.com Monaco. Yeah, they tried to be Monaco so hard, I think, with the glitz, the glamour, the yachts. And they certainly got that for the race day, at least. And to end it off, Charles Chuck Leclerc. What was that interview post-race? Charles Chuck Leclerc. Oh, that man had no idea what was going on with the F1. He was asking Sainz about the tyres. Like, he didn't care about the tyres. He didn't want to talk about that. But Chuck, yeah, I like it. Chuck Leclerc, he's ready for NASCAR. Guys, if you did enjoy the video, then hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Get involved in our subreddit with the link below. If you're new around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.